Continuing coverage of the deadly wildfires in Hawaii, and some new questions are now being raised this morning when it comes to the state's emergency warning system.
Now, many residents in Maui now asking why it did not alert them to the fires. This as the death toll goes up to 55 now. We have drone footage showing what's left, and it's not much, of the town of Lahaina. It saw the most damage there. Officials have said records show there was no indication that the warning sirens were ever triggered. A governor says search and rescue operations continue this morning, and it is believed this will become the state's largest natural disaster since a 1961 tsunami killed 61 people on the Big Island.
And take a look at this. This is the area of Maalaea, and you can see the traffic is down to one lane in that area as people are waiting for the road to Lahaina to open. All access to Lahaina is still blocked off this morning, with Maui police citing just how unsafe the area is. They still have active firefighting going on, and of course the search and rescue. And as those people have tried to escape the island, or many have, there is more help on the way from some of the country's largest airlines.
Let's go to KCRA 3's Melanie Wingo. She is live in Sacramento International Airport to break down those efforts. Good morning.
Good morning. Airlines saying that they are trying to lend a hand following the fires on Maui. Here at Sacramento International, we know that there is one Hawaiian Airlines flight scheduled to leave at 7:15 for Maui. It appears to be on time. We've seen a trickle of travelers going up to the counter throughout the time that we have been here this morning. And that flight, again, scheduled to leave SMF on time. But we're also learning about how airlines are trying to lend a hand and scramble to accommodate those needing to leave the island, and how they're also assisting essential travel to the area. Over the past 2 days, American, Southwest, Hawaiian, and Alaska Airlines all reporting that they've added service to help people leave. Some of those carriers even swapping out smaller aircraft for larger aircraft to accommodate more travelers needing to leave. Hawaiian Airlines saying it is working to help shuttle first responders, water, food, and essential supplies on its flights. And Southwest Airlines says it's adding service to Hawaii from the U.S. mainland and intra-island flights. United Airlines and Alaska Airlines reportedly even flying in aircraft empty to then pick up travelers on Maui and bring them back to the mainland. As for anyone who does have travel plans to go to the Hawaiian Islands, to Maui specifically, airline carriers all saying that they are going to be waiving fees associated with differences in cancellation policies that they have. Usually in effect, you have to pay a fee if you change your travel plans. They are going to be waiving those fees in light of the emergency situation happening on Maui. Reporting live at Sacramento International, Melanie Wingo, KCRA 3 News.
Melanie, thank you. Well, California boots are already on the ground in Hawaii to help assist in search and recovery. Specialized team members from 3 different departments, Oakland, Riverside, and one of Sacramento's own, were deployed yesterday. That alongside 11 members of Cal OES Urban Search and Rescue Task Forces. Now, one battalion chief from Sacramento City Fire Department left for Hawaii yesterday. While there, he will act as a liaison officer to the communities impacted by the fire, meeting with locals and helping get their information back to authorities.
To get a better understanding now of the response of the wildfires, we did talk to a senior policy advisor of the Western Fire Chiefs Association. He says the crews in Maui do not have fixed-wing aircraft to help with the firefight, and here's why it's difficult to get resources from the other islands.
They have plans for things like this to happen, but still the travel time of getting those resources now, between the islands, they may not be able to send additional fire trucks, but what they can do is send additional crews.
Roper added that the presidential disaster declaration will give access to military resources that could airlift trucks. However, that still takes time to get everything mobilized. That could add anywhere from 24 to 36 hours.
This all as loved ones make continued efforts to get into touch with family who may be there or affected by the fires. We spoke with this Rockland family. They have loved ones on the island. They say some of them were in the path of the flames. They've lost their homes and belongings. At least all the family members, though, are safe. But the devastation on the island they once called home is really hard to process.
You don't know what you're going home to, if you're going to even go to one home. Like everything, all your value, everything you ever had is gone. I mean, being alive is the number one thing, but still yet you lost all your memories. Stuff that they say everything is replaceable, but not everything is replaceable.
Abo says the loved ones they've contacted, again, are safe. Families encouraging everyone who is able to please donate or volunteer to help people in Maui rebuild.